Hi guys, it's me, Sally J. King, and welcome to my kitchen. I am the author of Lunchbox Love, all about healthy, nutritious food that's for kids. Now I'm going to make today something that is the bane of my existence, which is Cheez Whiz. That stuff is one step away from plastic. And everyone says to me, oh, but I don't want to give up my Cheez Whiz. So this is my answer to Cheez Whiz. Now again, it's going to be grueling and exhausting. So, you know, I don't have a staff of 100. I just have me and my kitchen. I'm going to get out my food processor. I am the lover of the food processor because anything that I can do in a food processor, why do it by hand? If electricity can make my life easier, I'm in. So basically, what I'm going to use is a brick of cream cheese or a tub, depending on what you're doing. So I'm going to use that. Hang on a sec here. I see someone was dipping into this. So a tub of cream cheese. Depending on how cheesy you want it, you could, if you wanted, you could heat this up and have the grated cheese all melted and smooth. But you know what? I don't have time for that, and that's why I have a food processor. So I'm going to make this really, really fast. This is amazing, amazing on celery with dried cranberries on it. My kids just love it. My one son doesn't really love cranberries that much, but so I don't really necessarily grate the whole thing. I'm going to just sort of break it up a little bit. You just don't want to have huge lumps in the food processor. It smooths out easier. Okay, need another package. Okay, and again, I'm using white cheese because orange cheese is dyed. And whenever we can avoid any kind of dyes, it's way better for our kids. Way better for everybody. Anything, the less processed something is, the better. So this one I'm just going to sort of cut into little pieces. And I'm only going to use about half of this. There, whoops. Now I'll just fling it all over my chest, as you do when you're cooking. I've never been known to be a neat cook. Ask my husband. Well, no, don't ask my husband. He'll tell you. I don't want him to. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to run this now, so it's going to be noisy. I'm exhausted. How about you? Could I get someone in here to wipe my brow? And we're done. Oh, wait a minute. How about if we season it? Let's put a little salt in. Sea salt, real sea salt, colored, Redmond real salt, so it's got minerals in it, which is, good for you. A little bit of that, just a couple pinches of that. I'm going to throw a little tiny bit of nutmeg. Cheese and nutmeg is a really happy thing. But just a little bit, probably like less than like an eighth of a teaspoon, just a little bit. But it makes it so yummy. And a little bit of pepper. Whoops, there goes the lid. Oh well. That's what my sous chef Murray, or my husband, however I like to refer to him, is for. Okay. And again, brace yourself, it's about to get exhausting. And I'm done. And you know what? That's it. And that now this is a little bit runny. I might want to add more cheese. It just depends on how. Sometimes some cream cheeses are, runnier than others. So I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese to this. And then you can, anywhere that you would have had Cheez Whiz, you can do this. And like I said, if you're really a stickler about things being smooth, then I guess you could totally heat this. Just warm it through so you melt the cheese. But my kids don't care as long as they get it. The thing about Cheez Whiz, the reason why I hate it so much is that anytime it is chemically laden, listen, it lasts for months in your fridge. If things don't rot, it's a bad thing. So basically, it's full of it's very chemicalized, it's artificial flavors, probably lots of MSG, there'll be lots of salt. I'm controlling the amount of salt. There's no MSG that goes into anything I make. Also the dyes. And they use a special chemical in Cheez Whiz. I don't know what it's called, but it's to give it that smooth mouthfeel. It may give it a smooth mouthfeel, but it's seriously, seriously bad for your body. So you want to stay as close to how nature made things. So cream cheese, you're good to go. I'm going to turn this on again. I'm warning you. It's loud. And there, that's a way better consistency. And there we go, we're done. Cream cheese. Put it on bread. You could melt it over something if you wanted. My kids absolutely love it with raisins or with, because you know, a lot of schools now are nut-free, peanut-free, so you can't do ants on a log with peanut butter. So you can use my homemade cream cheese, or cream cheese, my homemade Cheez Whiz. Some raisins or craisins, and they love it. Or do both. And that was exhausting. This will last a couple weeks in your fridge. And there it is. Super easy, super fast. So I'd like you guys to check out in the comment box below to tell me what you think of this. I want to know what your kids thought of it. Don't call it Cheez Whiz. Just get rid of your Cheez Whiz. That's the first thing you should check out in your fridge if you're going to go down this path, is get rid of your Cheez Whiz. Let me know in the comment box below. Let me know what you think of it. I'm dying to hear. Thanks so much. See you next time.